Hi everyone, my name is Wayne Pollack. I am an attorney who helps other attorneys engage the audiences that are vital to the firm's success, including their clients, their referral sources, their employees, and the media. In this video, knocking down an objection I often hear from attorneys regarding working with outside ghostwriters. That objection is, well, gee, shouldn't someone who's at the top of their game, like me, as an equity partner at a law firm, as a prominent member of society, should I really be working with an outside ghostwriter? Isn't that a little bit beneath me? My answer, of course, no. It's not beneath you. As a matter of fact, I feel like the more prominent of a person you are, the more likely that you're using a ghostwriter to help you write what you publish. So, for example, let's look at national news publications like the Wall Street Journal, the Washington Post, and the New York Times. Every day, those newspapers and on their websites contain op-eds. And many times those op-eds are written by politicians or executives or other people who are of high standing in society. Do you really think that certain politicians or business executives are writing those 800-word op-eds themselves? Do you think they're sitting down in the middle of their busy day and carving out 3-4 hours to write that op-ed? Of course not. They are working with ghostwriters. They are working with people on their staff. They are working with perhaps external ghostwriters to craft these op-eds in order to sound as smart as they think they are to a large audience. They are certainly dictating to the ghostwriter what they want the overall direction to be of the op-ed and how they want to get there through their logical progression and the arguments they want to make. But they are not writing the first draft of that op-ed. They might not be writing any draft of the op-ed. They are reviewing the drafts as they come in and giving comments and reviewing the next version of those op-eds. Another great area to refer to when it comes to ghostwriting are speeches. Every recent president, I should say, that you've been a fan of has had dedicated speechwriters. What are speechwriters except ghostwriters for speech? There are few presidents, I'm sure, who were actually able to write a speech from start to finish in their busy days of being president of the United States. Instead, they have speechwriters, and they might talk to the speechwriter about what they want to say in a speech and kind of the bigger themes, and again, how they want to get there through a logical progression, but they are not sitting down and typing or writing out that speech. They hire people to do that. Again, it could be people on their staff, it could be people they hire from the outside, but they have speechwriters. They are not writing speeches themselves. So we have politicians and we have business executives. I should add, too, that executives often have their speeches written for them by people on their staffs. Again, they might give the big themes and the big bullets to those team members, but they are not, again, sitting and writing a 10-minute speech in the middle of their busy day. They've outsourced that to somebody else. So we have op-eds, we've got speeches. There are many books that have been ghostwritten by people. The author's face is on the cover, and some of them are bestsellers. But those books are not written by the people whose face is on there. They approve it and they review it, the various drafts, the manuscripts, but they are not writing that. Potentially one of my favorite examples of ghostwriting is rap. There are a number of well-known rap songs performed by a rapper, but that were not written by that rapper. So you have some rappers ghostwrite other rappers' rap songs. That to me is a fascinating fact and something that I hope you take away from this video if you don't take away anything else. So when I hear attorneys talk about using ghostwriters and the sense that ghostwriting isn't prevalent, it is. There are instances where you can pretty much tell that a ghostwriter was used, and that is when you have someone prominent writing things in long form that seem particularly well put together and seem particularly interesting. That's not just a quick Instagram post or a tweet or a Facebook post. So again, when attorneys tell me that they're not thinking about using ghostwriters because they don't think ghostwriters are used by people who are prominent, I tell them baloney. And that goes for you too. When you're thinking about working with a ghostwriter, remember that ghostwriters come in all shapes and sizes, and they work for people in all different industries, in all different sectors, and in all different spots in society. So don't let the idea of a ghostwriter scare you. More people than you probably know are using ghostwriters, and if you do think that you have a use for a ghostwriter, then certainly I'd be happy to talk to you about your needs. You could reach me through the law firm at charlesservice.com. And until next time, thanks so much for watching.